Hello my crafty friends and welcome back to another card making video. Today I'm making a really fun card using the Thinking of You die from the latest release by my favorite things. I'm going to use images from this adorable stamp set to dress it up. This is called Blooming Friendship. I do have the matching dies and it comes with lots and lots of tiny adorable critters as well as lots of sentiments. In previous videos I did share my card recipes when it comes to playing with critters. And one of them is to use a big sentiment and dress it up with the little animals. So that's what I'm going for today. I did cut out the Thinking of You 3 times and I'm going to stack one on top of the other to make it more thick, to make it dimensional. Since it is so thin, I cannot use foam tape at the back. For that step you can always use spray adhesive, it is quicker, but I like to avoid sprays. Or you can use double-sided tape before you run it through your die cutting machine. This way you will turn it into a sticker. And let's have some blending fun now. I'm using this Oxide inks and I'm going to combine 2 of those on a rectangle panel. Now you can go with pretty much any color that you like for your background. Just choose your favorite colors here. The sentiment is white, so it's going to pop on top of any color combination beautifully. The orange color that I used was Spiced Marmalade. Now I'm playing with Kitsch Flamingo, but Spiced Marmalade was too bright compared to Kitsch Flamingo. That's why I'm going to switch here to another brighter pink, and that's Picked Raspberry. And I think those 2 colors match beautifully together. And while I'm doing my inking, here is your reminder. If you do enjoy my videos, don't forget to click the like button as well as leave me a comment. It really helps, and these are just a few easy steps that you can do to support any channel that you like. And when I have an inked background using Oxides, it's really difficult for me to stay away from water splashes. So that's what I'm doing here. These are going to react with the ink and they're going to give a beautiful texture at the background. The more it dries, the more the effect is going to be visible. And now it's time to do some stamping. I'm going to grab a few of those critters. I decided to go with the bunny that is holding the umbrella, as well as another bunny that is watering a plant. I also stamped the plant as well as the little chick. I did some really quick coloring. I'm using my TriBlends here, just like always. I'm keeping the bunnies white, and for all the little details like the umbrella, the boots, etc., I'm staying away from orange and pink, which are the colors that I had on my background, just to make sure that these focal points will pop once I place them on top of the background. Keep in mind you don't need too much color for your focal points. After all, we have tons of color on the background. Now I'm using the matching dies to cut out all the images. And it's time to finally put the card together, since I do have all the elements ready to go. This is a standard card that's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and the panel is half an inch smaller. So first I'm placing all the elements temporarily on top of my card to make sure that they are going to fit, and then I'm going to commit and stick them down. I'm using the umbrella guy on top of the Thinking to dress it up. And here's a little tip, I did use this scrap piece of paper to wipe off any excess glue so that it doesn't ooze once I stick those skinny letters on top of my background. The guy who is watering the plant is going on top of the word U. And then the little chick fits perfectly on top of the letter O. If you do have big sentiment dies and tiny little critters, they are perfect to dress it up, and you always end up with a super adorable card. It is definitely one of my favorite card recipes. For the dots on the eyes, I just used my Nuvo drops and added a couple of dots. I didn't want to bother with those tiny little die cut dots. And finally I'm going to add some clear drops, just to add that extra something. Here are some close-up photos on the card that I made for today. Just like always, below in the description area you can find a full list of all the supplies that I used. I hope that you had fun, that you got inspired. Thank you all so much for joining me, and I'll see you all next time.